Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a little intro for this vlog to give it some context. It's a little bit random. I just came back from a walk in the snow because it's snowing at home and there's a dusting and it is so beautiful. I will put up a few videos right now that I took on my iPhone. I'm out of breath because I walked up the stairs and pregnancy. Anyway, okay, so in this vlog, I am going through some recipes with you guys because you've asked for more just like showing recipes. And here's the thing, I really don't I really don't follow recipes to a T. So I feel like it's almost helpful to just see that like I actually just really cook to eye and to taste. I also go through a bunch of pregnancy chats for first trimester. We're in second trimester now as of the time of this publishing, but I'm a little bit behind. So first trimester pregnancy chats, and then also wow, that was interesting. I'm also going through what I packed for our Cabo trip because we went to Cabo for a wedding. So that's what I'm going over in this vlog: recipes, pregnancy things, packing for Cabo, and actually packing food for Cabo. I didn't show you what I packed clothes-wise, but packing food for Cabo because of, well, I'll explain that. And yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoy the vlog and I'll see you in the next one. All right, friends, so I said on my Instagram that I would record, and many of you were like, please. I did a poll. You were like, I said, do you want me to record a whole week of dinners, Monday through Friday? I don't know why ma'am is coming. I put a book down. And because I posted the meals of the week on my Instagram stories for everyone to have some ideas, I posted tonight's recipe that I'm using. And the book is, so Americans, you're not going to be able to get this, sorry. Or Europeans, I don't think Women's Weekly is in Europe either. But it's Women's Weekly, which is an Australian like magazine company. It's the Simple Slow Cooker cookbook. Mum brought it here for me. Anyway, I've cooked a few things out of here that are really good. So I was doing the Greek lamb and peas. Now, this is how bad my baby brain is right now. I had no idea. And this honestly could not also be a baby brain. This is also just like sometimes you're forgetful. Right now, I get to use baby brain rather than I'm a dumb bitch. So we're going with the first option. The book is slow cooker. So what do? I forget that it's a slow cooker. So I open it and I go, why does it say prep and cook time 6 hours? It's lamb mince. You're meant to do this in the slow cooker. Hey! Jelly, what was that about? Literally no one did anything. And what I've changed is I'm not doing vegetable stock. I'm doing chicken, chicken bone broth, not stock. More nutrient dense for baby and for mummy. And then, because we have a little number 2 or number 1, like a second person in my belly. Can't believe it. And I couldn't find any good Greek yogurt at the store, so we're just not doing that. But if you want to do it, you can do it. And then I also couldn't find any dried figs. So I'm actually going to use raisins instead. I'm going to throw a few of them in because like I do love the sweetness of that. And I'm actually going to add pomegranate seeds on top because red right now is so good for like my blood. And just for that like restorative yin energy because baby takes everything from me. So I've just been like craving meat. Like all my body is craving is like fucking nutrients, like so random. But I'm like, that's what I crave. Actually, some of you might know this. My hungover craving back in the day when I would drink, it wasn't McDonald's. It wasn't any of those things. It was a salad that had cucumber, tomato, tuna, olive oil, red pepper, lots of salt and pepper. And that was what I would crave when I was hungover or when I was drunk. So we all know that my cravings are fucking weird. They're just like, my cravings literally are for like high quality food, which is what you want. My acupuncturist was like, do you have any cravings right now? I was like, yeah, meat. She's like, of course you do. That's great. All right, so what are we doing? So I'm just making this up now. I'm gonna start with the lamb. So we're gonna add peas, but I want more vegetables than that. So I'm gonna saute some beans on the side of this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna not saute, steam some beans on the side of this. And this would actually be so good with a sweet potato. But that oven ain't gonna get cleaned anytime soon in the next 10 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna do greens and that'll be fine. I've put my microphone on, so now we can really be like on a cooking show. Also, my tits have gotten massive, so I need to buy new bras. Anyway, all right, we are cooking the lamb to begin with. This is gonna be a quick dinner, and it would be even quicker if you put it in the slow cooker. So keep that for next time. But hey, good to know that you could also do this not in the slow cooker. All right, I'm doing 2 things of lamb. Of course, grass-fed. Lamb actually can't be like put in a feedlot and grain-fed, from what I understand. And so that's why lamb is like, you never find grain-fed lamb. Every bit of lamb that I've always found will say grass-fed or like pasture-raised. But a lot of it comes from New Zealand and Australia. And so it's just kind of like, well, you know that it's not gonna have a bunch of shit in it then. So I just did like 2 things of lamb. It's probably 1 kilo, whatever that is in pounds. Oh my God, I totally know I was meant to just put the onion in before this. Oh no, they didn't have any onion in. Oh, yeah, they did. They did, yeah. My brain, oh my God. So don't do what I'm doing and put the onion in second, but we're just gonna roll with it. All right, onion is done. We'll get some garlic in there. Oh, ow, yep. Okay, I'm back. I had a meltdown. The dogs got in the way. I burnt myself. I spilled onion all over the floor. Then I started crying from, I don't even, hormones, honestly. I couldn't tell you what. And then my mascara was then burning my eyes because the allergies have been bad. I don't know, that's like a reaction that happens. I didn't know whether it's my mascara or whether it's like my tears. I don't know, it's a weird thing that happens. So then I started crying because I was in pain from that. And then I just took a breath. Anyway, I'm totally changing the recipe for tonight. Totally changing it. Because I was reading it more closely and I was like, this honestly sounds like I don't want this. I don't want dried chili flakes. I don't have dried mint. Couldn't find that at the supermarket. I'm gonna add fresh mint on top, but I'm changing the flavor. I think this is gonna be way tastier. I'm gonna give you guys a quick wrap up of what I've ended up doing tonight for dinner, and then we're gonna jump into tomorrow's dinner because I'm not feeling it tonight. So we're just gonna wrap up and then I gotta finish work and honestly go to bed. Okay, as I did the lamb, the onion, the garlic, you saw that, and then I've done sultanas, like I said, and then I've added in some fennel seeds, and I'm also gonna add in, because I wanna go more for like a Middle Eastern vibe. You know, I might just do it simple and leave it at that. All right, let me just give that a bit of a stir. Don't mind the pan from this morning's eggs. And then I'm gonna add the peas. Let me just smell this. Yeah, that smell, I want cinnamon, that's what I want in there. I want cinnamon in there. And then that's gonna be really good. Tomorrow I'm kind of doing the same flavor combo in the lamb shoulder, but fuck it. All right, cinnamon. Yeah, this is what I want. And then I'm gonna add pomegranates. I'm still gonna add the mint. I'm gonna add the pomegranates and the peas. And I'll add the mint fresh on top. And then I'm gonna do the side of greens. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. This actually ended up being easy and like lots of flavor, which will be really nice, super nourishing, especially with like the fennel and everything. Very like warming, not just because it's a hot dish, but warming in terms of like, I'm all about traditional Chinese medicine. And this is like a warming meal. It doesn't have like a bunch of cooling herbs in it. It's got warming herbs, which is good for the blood. Hi everyone, I am making meat pie because I'm like, I just need an Australian meat pie. Pretty sure it's a full fail. I need to check on it right now actually, so I'm not gonna show you. Once I figure it out, if I do, and I like perfect the recipe, then I will show you like how to make a homemade Australian meat pie. The main fuck up that I did was that I didn't check that we had enough almond flour for the crust. I feel like I was in this tracksuit in the last vlog. Anyway, probably gonna end up making this a lot because the bump is growing and it's not gonna catch it down, is it? The bump is growing and I like can't fit into pants. I need to like buy, I guess, some maternity stuff soon. Anyway, yeah, I didn't have enough almond crust, so I think we're just gonna do almond crust on the top. And then we're just gonna test out, is the flavor combination good? Like, was the crust even good? Like, we're gonna do that stuff to begin with. And then if it is, I'll make sure next time I have enough to actually do a bottom and a top. Anyway, it's just in the oven cooling down, so I thought I would talk to you a little bit whilst I clean up the kitchen. Oh, I actually really have to do this Instagram post. No, I'm going to do this Instagram post first so I can get this out because it is so late, and then I'm going to talk pregnancy, and we are going to Cabo tomorrow for one of my good friends' weddings, and I need to pack tonight. So I thought I would show you. I was looking for this camera, and I'm like, babe, do you have the camera? Blah. And I go into his office, and he's like, yeah, I have it. And he's like, are you like doing a like packing video? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a packing video. What of it? He makes fun, but he doesn't really give a fuck. He knows it's good for the brand. Anyway, and also just like helpful because for example, one of you just DM'd me and you were like, by the way, we were talking about my new program her year. I'm so excited about this, and it is already literally selling out. We haven't even launched it yet, which I love. So as it should be. It's fucking amazing. You can read all the details. I'll put the link below in the description. But my point is that someone was DMing me about it, and I just happened to be on my DM, so I was replying instead of Olivia, and she was like, oh, by the way, congrats to the bub, and she was just saying, like, let me actually read this to you, because I was like, this is why I've been doing these YouTube videos, because I feel like there's not enough YouTube, like there's not videos out there that really help you to be expanded. What am I looking at? By other people? And so like when it comes to pregnancy stuff, I'm like, well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So for any of you that are worried about like, I'm going to be incapacitated in the first trimester, I'm like, well, not if you look after yourself before you fall pregnant. And also not if you have a good mindset. Obviously it can still happen, but you're going to reduce the likelihood of it happening a lot, because like, yeah, I've had moments of feeling sick, but I'm really not that bad at all. Okay. She was like, the stuff you're posting about showing up first trimester 2 and still running a business and hang on mindset's really supporting you is incredible. I've been so nervous about that chapter whilst running a business, and it's showing me it will be possible if I am prepped, do the work, and also just showing up to allow it all happening simultaneously. I did a lot of energetic work. He did still like some energetic work. I mean, when I say he did work, more like energetic work to be ready to conceive easily, it was more like his energy was like, yes, I want a baby. So it happened on the first try. But we did a lot of physical prep. And then I also did a lot of energetic prep. And we've been prepping the business for like 2 years. Whatever. My point is that I'm like definitely going to be talking about the things I'm doing throughout pregnancy and whatever, but also just hopefully helping you guys to realize like you create your own fucking pregnancy journey. Like you seriously do. And I completely understand there are some people out there that just get the bad end of the stick, and like they've done everything, and like they just have a terrible experience. I know for a lot of people, they say girls make you way more sick than having boys. But what was the thing? This is my baby brain. I'm like mid-sentence. I am such a big component. I'm such a big advocate for setting yourself up for success and then continuing to set yourself up for success, right? So like I'm setting myself up for success this weekend in Cabo because the food rage that I have been getting is out of control. And I say food rage, basically it's this like, I don't know whether anyone else got this when they're pregnant. I am somebody, I've done a podcast on this before, I'll like link it below, where if I get hungry, I can just be like, all right, I'll deal with it in a few hours. I don't go into this like fucking, like I need food right now. And that can happen for a lot of people when they've got a history of eating disorder they haven't healed, that when as soon as they're hungry, their body goes into like unsafety, so they binge. Well, I'm not going into unsafety. I'm going into like, I will kill is what I'm going into. And the hunger comes out of fucking nowhere. And it's not like, oh, I get this hunger that comes out of nowhere after 6 hours of not eating. Oh no, I can't get there anymore. This hunger, I actually did a blood test and my blood sugar was like really low. And I'm like, okay, I need to eat a bit. I need to like snack more because I'm not like a snacker. So I've just been doing my 3 meals. I got this blood test back and I was like, okay, we need to like eat more frequently throughout the day. Anyway, no, this hunger will come an hour after a meal. And when I'm talking rage, it is like yesterday I walked down the stairs at home and Hal was at the bottom and he's like, give me a kiss. And I was like, babe, I can't, I'm gonna be fucking sick. I need to get food right now. And it's that feeling of just like, you're gonna almost vomit that I've had before. Like, you know what, like when you're not pregnant, you know when you get that, when you're so hungry, you're gonna puke. It's like that feeling, but the like energy that comes through your body, it's like raw. Anyway, so I'm packing a bunch of food for Cabo because I don't know what's there. I've never been. Also, like, extremely fussy about the quality of my food to another level now because, like, baby's in here. And I'm also just, like, already fussy with food because I'm so healthy. Like, I'm fussy in terms of, like, the quality. And I'm also celiac. And I'm allergic to shellfish. I just, like, don't know what's there. And we're not staying in Cabo Town. The wedding is, like, kind of out of Cabo Town. So we're staying at the hotel where all the other guests are staying at and, like, where the wedding is. And so I just, like, we're not staying at, like, I think there's, like, a Waldorf there and a Four Seasons. We're not staying there. If we were staying there, I'd be like, fine, whatever. I'm going to be good. I can just, like, order whatever from the room service menu. And they'll, like, make me whatever. But I don't know what it's going to be like. So when I say I'm packing food, I'm, like, packing blocks of cheese. All right, friends, I just took the meat pie off the stove. I literally can smell it and I'm like, it smells, oh, where's my shit? It smells exactly like Australian meat pie. Oh my God, I can like already smell the fucking pastry and it's literally in the fridge. All right, I'm putting this in here and then I'm gonna put that bit of pastry that I have on the top. I mean, I don't think I have enough for the bottom and the top. I was gonna double it, but don't have enough. Okay, so that's the bottom. Because actually I'm gonna take some that's on the plane tomorrow. I know that sounds so random. You're gonna take meat pie on the plane tomorrow, and I'm like, well, I get worried about chicken being out of the fridge for, like, you know, they say like 4 hours is good. Obviously it's in like a sealed container and everything, and I have it in like a little, what are those like freezer little bags called, whatever. But I always feel better about beef. Like if I'm traveling and I need, like we have an early flight, we leave the house at like 7 a.m. and we don't land until like 4 p.m. to go to Cabo. It's literally less time to go to Rome. Crazy. Anyway, so I'm like, I need breakfast, I need 500 snacks, which I hate, and then I need lunch, and then an afternoon snack. So I'm like, this meat pie is coming on the plane with me. All right, I'm gonna let that cool down for a second. I'm gonna roll out my pastry because you can't put the pastry on it hot because they don't like melt and then it gets fucked. So probably a bit of a late dinner, but that's okay because I wanted to test this. Guys, the meat pie is here. It smells exactly like an Australian meat pie. Jelly's hanging because he can smell it. Hey buddy, you're so cute. So we're about to eat it and watch the show Shrinking. If anyone hasn't been watching it, you need to watch it. It's really fucking hilarious. It's kind of like Schitt's Creek vibe, so it's just very easy. Anyway, if this is good, I will then make a video and put it all together and give you the recipe. But I hope it is. I really do. And you know, I'm actually not mad about not having a bottom crust because like you don't really need that much crust. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like this is kind of a good ratio, to be honest. All right, we're getting into the packing. I'm just gonna run you through like random things that I'm taking. That's not the obvious things. Oh, Jelly, you break my heart every time. You literally will get in the suitcase. Like I'll put his toys in the suitcase. I know, baby boy. Oh, you wanna come? You're my favorite person in the world. So, the food that I'm bringing, and let me just also preface by saying that whenever I pack food, because often I'll pack just like a little bit of food for, even if we're like going to Europe, where like the food's amazing because I've like done it a bajillion times and I know that situation of like you land and you're you might not be hungry when you land, but you're hungry then. Like normally we'll get hungry like 2-3 hours later, but we've like just arrived at the hotel. We need to like shower. We need a fucking nap because like the flight there is so quick, you barely sleep. And then I'm taking this bowl, by the way. I'll explain that in a second. And then by the time you get to the hotel, you just want to get a nap and you don't want to get food, but like you're so fucking hungry. And like the hotel breakfast has finished, but like the lunch hasn't started yet. So anyway, I pack food. And every time I pack food where I'm like, oh, it's just for me, Hal will just get whatever. He ends up fucking eating it, which I'm okay with because I want him to eat healthy food. So what I now do is everything I pack for me, I pack one for him. Because otherwise it turns into like, don't eat my food. So I'm trying not to take too much just like carbs or like snacks that like aren't actually nutrient dense. Not because like I have to be perfect with eating all the time, especially when we're traveling, but just more so like
you know, it's really important to monitor your blood sugar because like your insulin sensitivity can like really can change, even if you're eating the same because of hormones. And I'm just like, I just haven't been pregnant before. Like, I don't really know how my body's gonna respond. So I just wanna make sure that I'm like helping myself. So I'm literally taking cans of wild caught salmon from Safe Catch. And then I'm also taking Primal Foods avocado mayonnaise. I'm gonna wrap this all up. I've got flackers, which are like flaxseed crackers. I've got siete chips. What else? Okay, I have all my supplements, obviously. I'm going like really overboard. We're gonna be there for 3 days. But we also have that like long flight home. And it's like, well, obviously there's gonna be nothing healthy at like the Cabo airport or something. I really doubt I'm gonna get something there that I want. Oh shit, I think my supplement leaked on this bag. Ugh. Sundays, yeah, it did, damn it. Of course I'm bringing my 7 Sundays cereal. I don't want that to get on the carpet. I'm bringing my 7 Sundays cereal, but I'm bringing 2 bags because Hal will probably have one. I'm just gonna clean that one though. I'm literally bringing a thing of cashew milk. You probably think I'm joking, but you probably know that I'm also not joking. So I'm bringing a whole thing of cashew milk. That's why we're checking a bag for like 2 days. I'm like, I'd rather, Hal's gonna see this and be like, are we going to like Australia or to like a country that has no food of yours for like a month? Nope, just a weekend. I'm not planning on eating all of this, but I just don't know. And I would rather have more and not be worried about, oh my God, like there's no good restaurants. I can't find any fucking food I want. Like, I just don't want to have to worry. I want to be able to just enjoy our time at our friend's wedding and not have to worry about the shit. And like my level of hunger is truly through the roof. And I'm not just going to be like accepting like shitty food. You know what I mean? I'm not eating for the sake of eating. I'm eating because my body is like, give me food. So when that's happening, I'm always opting for like something that has like nutrient density to it. It's like my first choice aren't chips, but at least they're not got sunflower oil or like vegetable oil, seed oils, another bag of chips. And then I'm taking more flackers, and then I'm taking chocolate covered almonds because they do really fill me up, which is good. And then I'm also taking some huge chocolate. I haven't been having much of this pregnant because again, I'm just like, I don't need to have sugar right now if I don't need to have sugar. But what I love about this chocolate is that whether it's the plain, whether it's cashew, whether it's, I always get the dark chocolate, whether it's hazelnut, is it actually like this, because it's like quite fat heavy in a good way, like healthy fat, it fills me up. And so I can have like 2 blocks of these and I'm like good for another 2 hours. So you know what I do? When we go out, I will take 2 blocks of this in my handbag. I'm not joking. I will take 2 blocks in my handbag. So like, I'll be at the wedding with some fucking huge chocolate in my handbag because if I am just dying of starvation, pop some of them in. It's like a fat bomb, you know. And then it's just like, okay, hunger cues are suppressed. She's happy. She has a little bit more energy, and I do also get the caffeine from the chocolate also wakes me up a little bit. I'm not joking. I'm that sensitive to caffeine. All right, I'm gonna go clean this gut stuff off this because I need to bring this, but it's like leaking. I mean, I'm bringing this like in case of emergency because you know, they're like, oh, don't have herbs when you're pregnant. But I'm like, well, if her digestive system is wreaking havoc, she needs something to soothe it. And yeah. All right, I'm gonna pack this all up now. I've been sharing a little bit on Instagram stories of just like pregnancy so far. I haven't given like too much detail because I'm also very big on like, you know, protecting. Oh my God, please look at Jelly. Jelly, baby. Oh my God. You are the cutest doggy on the planet. Mommy loves you so much. So what I was saying is, yeah, I've been talking, I'm not sharing like too much about like, you know, all the details, but I have started to, and I will continue, but work's also been like really intense right now. So I'm just trying to manage everything. But yeah, you know, I haven't had any morning sickness so far. I'm not planning on it. Not really energetically available for it, to be honest. What do I need to pack? I need to pack boob cups. I need to focus a little bit. So I might end up having to like stop this. What handbag am I going to wear with that? Yeah, I'm really big on like the mindset of everything. I've noticed that with friends and clients that just have like, yeah, I'm pregnant and it's not pushing through. It's just more like not kind of letting themselves go into this like, oh, I'm pregnant, and this story that we like really see on social media of just like trimester 1 and like everyone is just like passing out left, right, and center. And look, I get it because I've really had those moments. My energy is a lot better this week, but I think a lot of those people also aren't like, you know, and I'm making a generalization. There are obviously some people that like they've really had pregnancy rough, and I completely hold space for those people, and I know that's a very, very true reality for some. But don't go into pregnancy thinking that's how it's going to be. And when you have a moment where you're really nauseous, don't think, oh my god, this is the be end, like, and this is the be all and end all and whatnot. And obviously, you know, some of you might be watching this being like, well, Monica, I don't care how hard I tried to have a good mindset, like the way that I felt. And obviously I can like those situations is like you're doing your best, right? But why I'm saying this is because I've had a few of you DM me just saying, like I said before, like, thank you so much for just like having this so like chill kind of mindset about pregnancy. Like you're still doing everything as usual. Everything is going to run as usual. But it's also not easy because there's also a lot going on with business right now. And there's plenty of moments where I'm like, I really fucking wish that I could work less right now. I wish I could just like look up fucking doulas and look up baby outfits and, you know, all that kind of shit. But again, instead of getting angry and frustrated about that, which isn't helping anything, I am focusing on let's just get this fucking work done so that I can then get there. And, you know, it's like back end work and all that kind of stuff. I love my clients, love the programs that I'm running. But, you know, there's a lot of shit with like the book and just like the day to day of also just like running a business. It's full of joy. Some days are really hard. So I really truly do love running my business, but you know, there are hard days. But again, I don't really dwell on it. So okay, so we have a cocktail party, or like I don't actually think there isn't a dress code, but it's like we're having like this cocktails on Thursday night, and then I think Hal said there was something else on Friday night, like a second cocktail party. It's hard because I don't know whether you can really see it. It's hard because I am developing a bump. I don't know whether you can see it. You can really tell when I try to like suck in, like the bottom part of my tummy obviously doesn't pull in. It's a weird feeling because I can like, I usually, if I wanted to really suck in, I could like suck in. Like even if I was bloated or something, I could suck in. But it's like, there's like a solid thing in there. Like you pull in and it's like the bottom of your stomach, it's not moving. Like it's not going in. The top part will go in. So I like showed a picture to Hal before. He's like, oh my gosh, like, because the top part, you can tell I'm sucking in. But the bottom part, it's like, there's a little baby in there. Oh, little baby. Okay. All right, I'm going to take you guys through what I ended up doing for food. So the cute bag is from Italy. I got it in Italy, actually, not the New York Italy. This is what it looks like to travel pregnant. All right, a whole block of cheese. A whole block of cheese. This isn't for the flight, this is for when we get to the place. Just like, if I'm really hungry, you know, I can just like, oh gosh, if I'm really hungry, I can just like eat a chunk of this kind of thing. I've been eating a bit of cheese pregnant. Because I just, you know, you gotta pick your battles a little bit. Okay, obviously it's grass-fed. We have a fruit salad that I literally made this morning. And then we have, I just ate one of these eggs, so I had 3 boiled eggs in there, 5 minutes. So they were like a tiny bit soft inside still. I've packed like 4 ginger shots with me, like big ones. And then in here is the meat pie from last night. There we go. That's the meat pie. I flipped it upside down. That's the meat pie, and then also a sausage from the day before. Lol. So that's also in there. And then I packed as well. I also packed Siete almond flour wraps. Again, not for like the flight, but just for when we're there if I need it. And then under here, I've also got the muffin, like blueberry muffins that I made with collagen and shortbread that I made the other day as well. They're probably getting pretty squished, but it's fine. On this, I need you to kind of look at it for me. Maybe give you a little cheers. Cheers. I actually just ended up getting 3 eggs for extra protein and choline because I normally have 3 or 4 these days being pregnant, and I only ordered 2, and then I was like, oh my god, I need 3, so I've got an extra. She wanted fruit. Baby wants fruit.
I want vanilla and cinnamon.
You can have that vanilla, because I don't want that. Like that, what's it called? Yogurt.
I'll do small portions of honey.
Oh my gosh.
This one is stuffed with the cream, sugar dusted. This is a chocolate concha, traditional Mexican bread.
Oh, you should try
Wait, what was this one?
This is a date. Yes, this is a date. Sure. Is that so yummy? Oh my god, that smells so
no.
good. It
No,
smells
that's good.
so good, babe.